Well, out with the old and in with the new. Take a look at this picture right here. That is what the Kentucky International Convention Center in downtown Louisville used to look like. Now come over here. We want to show you what it looks like today. A big difference, huh? The grand reopening on Monday after 2 years of work, detours, and traffic congestion downtown. The price tag? $207 million. Our Dennis Ting joins us live outside that convention center with a sneak preview and the potential payoff for our city. Hey, Dennis, it looks good.
Well, that's right, Rachel. Now, for the past 2 years, this place has been a spot of transformation downtown. And now the grand reopening of the downtown convention center just on the other side of the weekend. And people, they're excited to see these cones, these crews, these roads back open, the cones and the crews out of the way. But they're also excited to see a lot of change come to the city, and that goes beyond just the architecture. It's been a long 2 years, roads downtown filled with these, and some of these. But while the roadblocks may have been a source of frustration for some, the construction has been a sign of progress for others.
If I see scaffolding, if I see cranes, that shows that that community, city is growing.
Monday morning, the fruits of all that construction will be realized. Crews working on getting both the inside and the outside ready for the Kentucky International Conference Center's grand reopening, the result of all the traffic woes of the past 2 years.
All of a sudden, downtown, tens of thousands of people walking around. I think that will soon be quickly forgotten.
The convention center closed its doors 2 years ago for a large-scale renovation. Louisville Tourism President and CEO Karen Williams says the project was needed to stay competitive.
All of our competitors to the east, to the west, to the south of us are opening or expanding their convention centers.
The original estimate for the renovations was $180 million. The actual cost, $207 million. But Louisville Tourism says the convention center is expected to bring in $250 million, and that's just with the events they've booked so far. But the economic impact goes beyond just the convention center, the hotels, and even downtown. For local coffee company Red Hot Roasters, being a partner with the center brings its own benefits.
It exposes so many new people coming to the city to our great coffee. Like, we're no longer like a local secret now.
Co-owner Sandra Powell says by being the official coffee sponsor, Red Hot Roasters will also see its business grow in other areas.
We expect this is also going to increase our online sales. It's also going to increase our sales in our brick and mortar stores.
Monday may mark the reopening of the center, but this isn't marking the end of a project, but rather the beginning of even more growth in the city. And now there is another spin-off expected. Some downtown restaurants say they can't wait for the extra crowds, and the new opening could also spur the reopening of some of those restaurants that had to close when the crowds left. Now, the convention center's grand opening is Monday, and they're not wasting any time. That first group coming in for an event, the Bible Fellowship, they'll begin their move-in on Tuesday, just 1 day after that Monday grand opening. Live downtown, Dennis Ting, WHAS 11 News.
All right, Dennis, thank you so much. Ben and I are sitting here, couldn't help notice all of those traffic jams right around there. Won't we be happy to get that done with? And just a heads up for anyone driving through downtown Monday morning with that opening, South 4th Street will be closed between Market and Jefferson Street for the convention center's big opening. The closure starts at 7 a.m. and ends at 11 that morning.